Good morning. I was first introduced to San Juan Bautista as we drove along the highway 101 for years, and I was always wondered what was here. In 1958, I began to find out. At that time, we were farming over off of Highway 25 on Shore Road and Fraser Lake, where we lived. We needed to expand our farming from just sugar beets to other crops. So Richard, Gularte, and I began to look into the area of San Juan Bautista and found that we could farm the 300 acres on Mission Vineyard Road that belonged to the Holthouse family and the Lavaninos as well. So I was teaching school in Hollister then, and it was an easy commute from here as well as from over on Highway 25, and we moved here in November of 1959, actually, right after a huge September rainfall of 5 inches in the afternoon. So we came here to farm, and then we found that we could also join the hunting club that was on the Holthouse Ranch, which made an important connection to all the people who came to barbecues on Sundays when we met during the hunting season. And we also could continue to be involved in the music of the area. Richard was a musician. I had met him when I hired his band when I was in Hartnell College. He was part of large bands and small bands, and later perhaps I'll tell you more about what happened in the 1960s when Catamatories and the Lushbaws and the people who really began to revive the whole area in San Juan. We were not very involved in San Juan except through the hunting club and the Holthouses, but downtown San Juan was sort of off limits to me. It didn't seem like the place I wanted to go. The only thing I knew about downtown was the bakery. There weren't many shops, so I stayed home. And one day someone arrived in my driveway out there on Mission Vineyard in a convertible, and it was Clifton DeRosa, who was a native of San Juan, with a lady named Paulina Lushbaugh, whose husband was restoring downtown. And they suggested that Richard and I start volunteering and helping out downtown. And that's how I got started. I wasn't even 30 years old. I began volunteering, and I've been doing it ever since.